South Florida's Money Talk Radio.
AM 740 WSBR.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Welcome to Houses and Homes with dynamic realtor Jerry Cahalan. Each week we will showcase new and innovative ideas to improve the value of your home in today's complicated market. Realtor Jerry is a licensed realtor in Palm Beach County and brings years of experience in many different real estate platforms. Today's show is being live streamed on Realtor Jerry's website, www.sellinsouthflorida.com. And all properties and shows are archived so you can watch and learn in the future this message this powerful show will bring. If you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, go to sellinsouthflorida.com or call 561-267-4499. And Realtor Jerry will help your dream become a reality. Now, let's get ready for Houses and Homes. Here's Jerry.
Good morning, South Florida. Thanks for tuning in to Houses and Homes with Realtor Jerry. My name is Jerry Cahalan. I'm a realtor at Exit Realty in Lake Worth, Lantana, and Jog. Today's guest is from Rabideau Law on Palm Beach. It is David Klein. Today, Dave is going to give us some ideas of the difference between Rabideau Law and other closing attorneys in the real estate world, along with some interesting stories about the happenings at the tables. You're going to want to stick around for that. We'll get to David in just a couple of minutes. I want to talk a little bit about some things that we've been talking about here on the show for a little while. For the last couple of weeks, I've been talking about a house in Lake Worth on Canal Street South. It was listed at $215, and we've been talking about it a bit, going over some details on it. I've been telling you that I wanted to get it sold. Well, guess what? That house is sold. It's gone. I'm sorry you can't buy it because you're too late. That house is sold. Now, the question for you is, do you want to sell your house? And if you do, why aren't I talking about it on my radio show, getting it out to all the listeners of my show so we can get that sold for you as well? Now, if you want to do that, and I think that's a great idea, you can call me on my cell phone, but don't do it right now because I'm a little bit busy. Call me on my cell phone. My number is 561-267-4499, 561-267-4499. We can get that house listed. We'll get it sold. We'll talk about it on the radio, and I'll put it up on my website. My website, as you know, of course, sellinsouthflorida.com. sellinsouthflorida.com. Now, with me today, my guest, David Klein from Rabideau Law. David, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing very well. Thanks for coming in.
My pleasure.
David, how long have you been at Rabideau Law?
I've been with the firm for a year and a half now.
Okay, and tell me a little bit about Rabideau Law. Where is located? Tell me how long have they been in business? Tell me what goes on there.
Rabideau Law is located in the town of Palm Beach. We are a boutique law firm catering primarily to high-end residential real estate. We do everything from representing buyers and sellers. We provide title insurance. We do land use law. Mostly in the town of Palm Beach. However, we do spread out all throughout Palm Beach County.
Okay, and now it's a law firm as opposed to a title company.
That is correct. Well, we are a law firm that writes title. In Florida, most attorneys, real estate attorneys, are title agents. As all the attorneys at Rabideau Law are, we are title agents for Old Republic Title Insurance.
Okay, but there is a big difference between a title company and Rabideau Law. Like if I had two choices, would be title company A or Rabideau Law. What are the advantages of going to Rabideau Law as opposed to just a general title
regular
company?
title company? Numerous advantages. Number one, in Palm Beach County, just so everyone is understanding, in Palm Beach County, from county to county who pays for title insurance. In Palm Beach County, the trend is the seller pays for title insurance. Therefore, it's the seller who seeks out the title company. So the seller can pick XYZ title company, or they can go to a law firm that specializes in real estate and can write title. If the seller comes to us to write title, then what they're getting is effectively free legal advice.
Well, that's not bad. I know that free legal advice is pretty tough to come by these days.
Definitely. And the reason why they're getting this free legal advice is because when we're representing the seller, all of our fees are coming from the title premiums. We're not charging an additional fee outside of the cost to close, like the municipal lien searches that we have to do, or open permit searches, or getting estoppel letters. Those fees obviously get passed on to the seller. But as far as our fees are coming all from the premiums of the title insurance, so really they're getting free legal advice.
So if you have a choice, you can have a title or a title, or you can have a title with some free legal advice as well, and that certainly would be beneficial. Now, let's talk a little bit about exactly what title insurance is. You know, when someone's buying a house or someone's selling a house, they're really concerned with the mortgage. You know, they're concerned with what am I paying for it and can I get approved, and that's really about it. So everybody has the title insurance and they know that they need it, and usually as a realtor, and back in my days as a mortgage broker, it was all right. Well, we're going to use these guys, and that's it. And this buyer, the seller says, okay, well that sounds good to me.
Right.
But most people don't really have much of a clue as to even what it is.
Right.
So if someone came to you, David, and I guess it's David Klein from Rabideau Law, David, someone comes to you and they say, hey, listen. So you're going to give me some title insurance or something like that because you know, Realtor Jerry says I need it. What the heck is that? What's your response?
Okay, so in simplest form, without making it too simple, title insurance insures the title of their property.
Title insurance insures the title of the company.
Let me expand.
David, thank you.
But it protects them against loss due to defects in their title or liens on their property that are insured by that title policy. And let me also explain too, title insurance is significantly different from all other types of insurance that people get. For example, when you get car insurance, you get property insurance, or you get health insurance, all of that insurance is insuring you from this day going forward.
Right.
Title insurance insures you from this day going back. So it insures you from everything that's happened to your property prior to you owning it, because going forward you have total control over what happens to your property. If you sell off a piece of it and now somebody else has an interest in your property, that's all you're doing. So the fact that you might have lost money because of that, or you don't own this fee simple interest, this whole interest in your property that you once did, well, that's your own doing. Title insurance protects you from what occurred in the past.
What kind of things might have occurred in the past that could bring up a problem on a property that having title insurance would protect me against as a homeowner?
Numerous things. But let's say that there was a transfer of the property that wasn't recorded, that nobody knows about, and there's somebody out there that owns a piece of your property, or there was a leasehold interest on the property, and now you have somebody that has a claim to your property, or an easement. So somebody has the right to come in and dig up part of your property.
That would be a little bit troublesome.
Or walk along your property, or use your property for ingress or egress to their property, and you don't know about it. All of these things are detrimental to your property and causing loss to your property. Now, most of these things come up during a title search, and they will then be listed as exceptions on your title policy. So, I mean, there's always, people have liens on their property. They have easements on their property. It doesn't mean that they have defective title, so to speak.
No, certainly there's a lot of different things that come up when you're doing the title search.
Right.
You might find that when Mr. Smith sold his property X amount of years ago, he also portioned off a tiny bit and sold it to his neighbor, and his neighbor has now moved, and now all of a sudden there's just this cloud on the title, and you guys would get that cleared up before closing. Is that correct?
If it's something like that came up, then definitely we would have to clear that up before closing.
Okay, that's something that a lot of people just aren't aware of, is that a plot of land that your house is built on isn't just drawn out by chalk and you own it and have a good day and nothing can happen with it.
Right.
There's a tremendous amount of things. You're talking about egress and ingress. You know, if somebody has the rights, what is it, eight years concurrent using a plot of land without, or it's either 8 or 15 years. If someone's consistently using your land for this, eventually they just have the right to, and that's it.
That's true, and it could actually be as little as, it could be 7 years if they're paying the property taxes on on the property, and it's open and notorious. Then they could actually have right to your land, and you don't even know about it.
Can you imagine? Jeez, that's just be unbelievable. When we come back from break, we're going to talk a little bit about what's happening on Palm Beach, in the town of Palm Beach, with the closing, some interesting property stories, and some interesting stories about the closing table. We'll be right back.
The heart is a blue. Shoots up.
Houses and Homes with Realtor Jerry is a show dedicated to keeping and improving the value of your property. If you are thinking of buying, selling, or holding property, Realtor Jerry and his weekly guests will keep you up to date on important actions and trends in today's real estate world. For more information, call Realtor Jerry at 561-267-4499 or visit the website www.sellinsouthflorida.com. And let's get your property working for you. 561-267-4499 is the number you need to call for all your real estate needs. Just ask for Realtor Jerry.
Are you looking to buy a home in Palm Beach County? Well, finding a new home just got a whole lot easier. You can now have the MLS of Palm Beach County in the palm of your hand on your mobile phone using a new and completely free real estate app. Here's how it works. You're driving through a neighborhood that you'd like to live in. You pull up the app on your phone, and the app uses the GPS on your phone and pulls up all the available homes in the area. When you see a house you're interested in, just click it and get instant information, including price and pictures. You can even schedule a showing. To get this free app, just text Jerry to 32323. Again, just text Jerry to 32323. No more driving around for hours looking for sale signs or wasting time online looking at listings. Just text Jerry to 32323 and you will soon see how simple finding a new home in Palm Beach County can be. Or, if you prefer, you can call Realtor Jerry direct. His number 561-267-4499. Realtor Jerry knows Palm Beach, so if you're looking to buy, sell, or even rent, give him a call. 561-267-4499. But for the free real estate app, just text Jerry to 32323.
Today's real estate market is complicated in buying, selling, or just maintaining your investment. A mistake in purchase can cost you thousands of dollars, and selling below market value is never a good idea. Now, here's Realtor Jerry, who will show you how to buy and sell in today's real estate market. Get ready to call in at 888-721-0074 and find out how Jerry can help you pick the right solutions to your real estate questions. Here's Jerry.
We're back. Thanks for sticking around through the commercials. My guest today is David Klein from Rabideau Law. To get in contact with them, you can give them a call at 561-655-6221. On the web at Rabideau, that's RABIDEAU-law.com. Rabideau-law.com. We'll get back to David in just a couple of minutes. Talk a little bit about the property trends here in Palm Beach County. we've got houses to sell and we've got people to buy them. Unfortunately, they still do not match up. We have a lot more people buying right now than we do selling. So what I need for you to do is give me a call and let me sell your house. Plain and simple, straightforward, not beating around the bush in the least bit. I need houses to sell. Okay? If I had all the houses to sell to match the buyers that I have, I would close about $15 million next month. That's what I have on my plate. I've got all these buyers who are just, Jerry, will you please find my house? Jerry, I need you to find my house. Jerry, I need 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and I need it in this subdivision, and I need it to be in this condition, and I need a little bit of work, and I need it to be in this price range. Give me a call back when you find it. All right, I'll do that. I have spent so much time searching for property. I don't think that there's a house in Wellington, Lake Worth, Boca, Delray, or Boynton Beach that I'm not aware of. I can look at the address, and I can tell you how many bedrooms the house has, and I can probably tell you the color of the kitchen. I spend so much time searching, and I do not have enough houses for my buyers. So if you are thinking of selling, I want to sell your house. I want to do it quickly. I want to get it done. I want to put that money in your pocket. You can call me after the show, 561-267-4499, 561-267-4499. And don't forget as well to stop by my revamped website. I just had it all redone on my website. It's sellinsouthflorida.com, sellinsouthflorida.com. You can watch this show. You can hang out and see watch today's show even. You can watch it right now if you're in front of your computer, or you can watch the episode later. You can see me and David hanging out, chatting about title insurance. We've got David Klein from Rabideau Law here with me today. You can sign up for... you can fill in your information on the For Sellers tab, and I'll get back to you later today. We'll talk about getting your house on the market. You can search for property. Click on the Search for Property tab. Pretty self-explanatory there. And you can also read my new blog. I've been spending a lot of time talking about all the different communities in the area, the gated communities, the ins and outs. You can see some sold houses in there as well. So that's sellinsouthflorida.com. You can also just give me a call at 561-267-4499. We're going to get back to talking with David Klein from Rabideau Law. Once again, their phone number is 561-655-6221, and you can find them online at rabideau-law.com. That's RABIDEAU-law.com. Now, David, we were talking during the break about the difference, the trends right now on or in Palm Beach. I never really know exactly which one it is. How would you? Are you on Palm Beach or are you in Palm Beach?
We are on the island of Palm Beach, but we are in the town of Palm Beach, so it can go either way.
Either one is fine.
Either way is fine.
Yeah, since I moved here, I think I've been saying it wrong every time, and I generally just say it every other way, and just see if anyone catches
Eventually,
me.
you'll get it right.
I'm trying. So in the town of Palm Beach. Tell me what is going on with the real estate market. Everybody's interested in Palm Beach. Mm-hmm. I think it's the ninth most expensive zip code in the country, mm-hmm. and everybody's interested in properties that are there and all that. Tell me what's going on these days. If you were to give a snapshot of what's happening in the town of Palm Beach these days, what's going on there?
There's a lot of interesting things going on right now. Things are definitely changing. Well, first of all, Palm Beach is a unique animal.
To say the least.
Yes, definitely.
With unique inhabitants.
That's true as well. And what makes it so unique is that there are so many cash closings as opposed to people getting loans from institutions. I would say about 95% of our work is done in the town of Palm Beach, and of that, approximately 90% of our closings are cash deals.
Now, are these mostly Americans? Americans buying this, or is there a lot of international money flowing in?
There is a lot of international money flowing in. The international money that's been flowing in has been flowing in for quite a while, especially during the downturn in the market when prices were decreasing. People were buying for investment
Vultures
purposes.
coming from all around the world.
Exactly. A lot of Canadians purchasing for second homes for investment purposes. A lot of people overseas purchasing for investment purposes. And that trend has continued, and we're still seeing a lot of that coming in right now. But a lot of people right here in Florida, or people whose houses are living up north in New York or wherever, are buying down here for their second property. So a lot of U.S. money is still being filtered into the Palm Beach market as well.
Right now, are you seeing a lot more action from the people north of the Mason-Dixon because of the storms? I know right now, for me, 1 out of 3 phone calls I get is someone on Long Island, because they've just had enough.
Right.
They've absolutely had enough. I was talking with my producer Freddie about it. The weather that they're having up there, everyone's just saying, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm moving to Florida. Every third call I get is either a 516 or a 718 area code. I'm like, here's another New Yorker that's just had enough of that stuff. Are you seeing that as well where you are, or is it more just common sense?
Well, we are seeing a lot of that, but not necessarily people that are just sick of the cold and looking to move down here permanently, but the Palm Beach real estate market is very seasonal. So during season, when it's winter up north and it's 80 degrees down here and everyone is flocked down here during that time, that's when we see the influx of transactions that are going on, simply because those New Yorkers, those Canadians are down here during this particular time.
Yeah, and certainly they're continuing to come down, to say the absolute least. We might have enough New Yorkers down here now. I think we have enough. So we could probably use some more people from Chicago and Minnesota and Boston to kind of even it out right now. Mm-hmm. Right? I'm joking, people from New York. I'm not serious. I want you to come down. I want you to call me. I want to help you buy houses down here, and then in 3 years I want to help you sell them for a profit. Now, David, we're with David Klein from Rabideau Law. David, when you sit down at the table, everything is always in order and everything's perfect, and you've got everything laid out, and it's just a walk in the park and, hi, how are you? Sign this paper and we're out the door. And that's what happens every single time, right?
I wish.
No, that's not the case. Give us an interesting story about something that might have happened when you sat down, when everything, as far as you know, might be in order, and then all of a sudden it's, oh, wait a second, oh, by the way.
Okay, well, a lot of issues that come up don't necessarily come up at the quote-unquote closing table necessarily. A lot of these things are coming up throughout the process. There's some type of dispute that arises between the time that that contract is executed and the closing date. However, I do happen to have something that happened recently to me where it was technically at the closing table. This was a very simple transaction that I thought. It was...
Those are generally the most difficult ones.
Well, yeah.
This one's easy. It's straightforward. We're good.
That's what I thought. It was a cash transaction, $1.2 million condo, people from Connecticut buying this as a second home, coming down here. Okay, everything is in order. Got everything signed by the seller. Everything is good to go. They come in, very pleasant people. All of a sudden, at the closing table, my client starts telling me about a dispute that he has had with his realtor.
Oh, boy.
His realtor had conveyed information to him that would have saved him money at closing. And
this is at the closing table.
This was literally at the closing table. I had scheduled about 10 minutes to be with these people. It would have taken 3 minutes to sign the documents. However, they brought this up. I was then contacting the realtor. I was contacting the broker. I was contacting the realtor on the other side, trying to hash all of this out, trying to work out some type of a deal and an understanding amongst everybody. And what would have been or should have been a 10-minute closing, I was in there for 3 hours.
Oh, boy. And the entire time you're just thinking, if I had just gotten a phone call about this, like 15 minutes beforehand or last week, then this wouldn't have been a problem in the least bit. And instead, you're there. Yeah, I mean, I've absolutely been there. I've sat down at the closing table, and I had a guy look up, put the pen on the paper, and he looks up and he says, "Oh, and by the way, I want the seller to pay for all the closing costs." And I said, we're at the closing table. I mean, to talk about a gun to your head, right? Because what's the seller going to do? He is 2 pen strokes away from selling his house, and this guy looks up and he says, "Oh, by the way." And so, we stopped, we went out, we talked about it, and of course my seller's like, just do it, just do it. And I just thought, man, all you had to do, we could have talked about this last week.
Yeah.
We could have done this some other time. But yeah, you sit down at the table and it's just like, man, just let it go smoothly.
Exactly.
I'm good at my job. I've been doing this for a long time. I know exactly what's supposed to happen. I just need it to happen. That's it. I just need what is supposed to happen. Now, folks, if you do have any questions about title companies, if you do have any not title companies, if you do have any questions about the title of your home, if you're closing and you need to have your title insurance done, if you have any questions, now you guys do real estate law also, right?
Oh yeah, we do all.
Any and all that fun stuff, right?
Any and all transactional real estate law. Yes.
Anything at all. Whatever you might need when it comes down to real estate law, anything that you need to happen, get in touch with the guys at Rabideau Law. Okay, yeah, you can call, you can ask, right for David Klein. It's 561-655-6221. Look them up online at rabideau-law.com. That's RABIDEAU.com. And for all of your real estate law needs. Now, if it comes down to buying or selling houses, for all your real estate needs, you can go to my website, which is sellinsouthflorida.com. Sellinsouthflorida.com. You can watch this show. You can read the blog. You can search for property. You can fill out the contact form, and I will get back to you about selling your house, which we can do right here on this show. And yeah, people say, is it effective? Well, I'll tell you what. The house I was talking about last week on this very show, it's sold. And that's just how it goes, okay? So, David, thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. If you do have any questions about it, about anything that we're doing here, you can give me a call, 561-267-4499, 561-267-4499.
You've been listening to Realtor Jerry, and he has shared his views on how to survive in today's real estate market. Join Jerry next week and learn that buying right makes the difference. Realtor Jerry will bring you more